So it's Sunday the 16th of April. Couple of things. First of all, I'm going through my old radio station Kaleidoscopic Lens and finding little segments of station. I'm going to upload those. I'm still in the process of doing that. I think I might have mentioned it before. And secondly, more and more people are seeing the world for what it really is, and it's finally kind of quite satisfying. Like, the local supermarket I shop in, there's a guy there who I didn't really get on with to start with because he's very anal in how he does things. I apologised to him actually because I was rude to him one time. And we've been friends since, if you like. Well, not friends, but we kind of communicate. He goes down my pub sometimes. But I hadn't seen him for a few days and he said to me, "Oh, hello, how are you? Da da da." He goes, "Yeah, I don't know how we got onto the subject, but he happened to mention how he's had this stomach acid reflux issue, and it's only just recently he found this thing on the YouTube that told him that there were certain foods he should be eating, and if he'd done this, he wouldn't have to take tablets and he wouldn't have this acid reflux thing going on." So he watched a load of YouTube videos and he started eating those foods, and he says, "I've stopped taking the tablets." I went, "What, that quickly?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "They lied to us." And of course, I kind of pretended I didn't know any different. I said, "Who lied to us?" He goes, "The whole COVID thing." And I was like, "Huh? Like that?" Yeah, because you don't very often hear it come out of people's mouths. Now, I won't be careful how much more I say here because YouTube algorithms might cancel this video just because I mentioned the C word, but the way he went, "They lied, everything's a lie." He goes, "This, that, this, that, this, that," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know." I said, "I've said a long time, you know, about certain things." I said, "Pharmacy." I said, "Isn't the P usually silent in most words that have a P in front?" And he went, yeah, I see where you're coming from." And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because this is I would class a normalish kind of person. Now, I've never been normal. A guy at work refers to me as an enigma. One of my other friends said, "No, you are the enigma." I've never been, I don't want to be understood. Why would I want to be understood? I don't want to be understood. I like the fact I'm weird. I like the fact that people don't understand me. I like the fact that I look different to everyone. I don't want to be fashionable or look the same as everyone else. I want to be a little bit mysterious and a little bit different. I've never quite understood fads and fashions and wanting to look the same as someone else. I've never quite got that. So I've never fit in. I never fit in anywhere. You know, some people sort of semi-fit in and then I just don't fit in. I never get into the clique. It doesn't matter what I do, I'm never accepted into that clique because I'm a little bit controversial, you know. You grow a thick skin, right? First of all, I'm gay, well, trans, but I never admitted being trans for years. And I can't really declare myself as trans now because I haven't had a sex change, but I'm not really a lesbian. I don't sleep with women as a woman in my head. But I don't need a box or a category. Obviously some people do, so I don't mean to offend anyone if you need a box, but I don't need a box. I've got to the point where I don't know if I need outside acceptance. Obviously you need some kind of guidance from your friends and your family in order to sort of feel your way through life sometimes. But as you get older, you realise that you don't need other people's approval, and you don't need other people telling you this is good, that's good, this is this, that's that. And I've learned these things. I've slowly learned these things, that you just have to trust your instinctual, your intuition, yeah. And sometimes when you do things, you know it's right, but you know other people won't always accept it or like it. And you know it might cause you conflict. You know it might cause you hurt, it might cause you pain, it might cause you anger, it might cause you emotional distress. But if it's here, something you really feel, do it. You know, I think most of the people in my life now accept me for who I am and allow me to move forward. I don't, you know, my partner doesn't ever tell me what I can and can't do. She doesn't control me or tell me what, you know, if I lived in the same house as her, she might be a little bit more controlling. With her OCD, because I'm nowhere near as OCD as she is. But other than that, no, she's just not controlling, not, you know. And I think that's allowed me to be, you know, it's very difficult in this, let's say, industry. It's very difficult to sort of be on a soapbox shouting the truth all the time, because you could spend your whole life in flight or fight if you're not careful. And I think that's why I use the sacred herb. I actually stopped smoking last week for 4 days. It was 3 days or 4 days, it was a few days. And my brain sped up really, really quick. It was like, ooh. It was actually quite a good thing, because I actually could think for a bit, and I should have done some vlogging then, but so busy. I'm going away in a few weeks, so I won't have any for a week. And when I come back, I might vlog before I become under the influence, because I reckon there'll be some buried insight in there. I have to slow my brain down because it just becomes, oh. Anyway, Katie Hopkins, I watch her on her, she's fucking great, love her. A lot of people hate her, but I don't care if you're offended by her. Get over it. Sorry, but you're offended. Okay, let's move on. But yeah, she's coming to Bedford on the 17th of May. So I bought a ticket. I'm going to go alone. I think a couple of my friends are going, but even if they're not, I'm going to go to this alone. I've decided that I'm just going to do the things I like doing. I've always been a bit of a loner, so I'm just going to carry on being that person. I find it quite easy in social situations. I can talk to lots of people and interact quite easily, and I think I forgot that. So yeah, it's time to embrace my true self again and get on the programme. Anyone else noticing other people waking up a little bit more and the world becoming a little bit more, you know, I work for a certain courier where the Queen's involved, or was involved, now it's the King. And I think it's finally come to an agreement, but it's just, what's going on behind closed doors is hideous. Hopefully this has been resolved, and then, you know, more and more people won't have to whistle blow, because it's definitely coming down those lines. I'm moving further forward as I'm videoing this, because the light's dim in my ring. My ring light is fading out. It's one of those rechargeable ones that you stick on the side of your phone. And it's really bright when you first use it, like this. Like, oh my God, I can't see what I'm doing. And then like by the end of the vlog, you're like, I can't see, where's your face? Right, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now because talking shit. So like, peace, love and light, and yay.